Okay, YouTubers, freaks, statue form people, everybody. This is Jaws here from Like a Doll's Eyes Statue Reviews. This is my first review. Just decided to try doing a video review instead of writing them up. I'm getting kind of lazy and bored of doing that. So I decided to do a Spider-Man review because I just got it today. So why not? It's most of my reviews I'm going to try to do after I've had the piece for a while because I tend to either be a little overexcited and I give it, I give it a great review because it's oh so great, it's got a new piece, it's awesome. Or I kind of am always a little disappointed, and that seems to be more where I'm always at now. I've had enough pieces now that I'm always the hype is so exciting and I'm so hyped up and everything. So I've got to get like I gotta can't wait to get it, and then I get it and I'm always like okay, yeah, it's nice, looks like all the pictures and videos. I gotta learn to stop watching those pictures and videos. So you guys stop watching these pictures and videos if you haven't gotten the piece yet, because you'll love it even more. But I guess I shouldn't, promote that if I want people to watch my video. But yeah, it's up to you if you want to watch it. I'm just doing this for fun. So anyway, so on to the statue. He came, and as people have been posting online and doing their online reviews and everything, this piece is basically flawless. It's painted beautifully. I mean, Spidey has had a lot of problems in the past with having his lines not done correctly. The lines coming out of the black lines coming out of the webbing and stuff like that. His eyes have had, some issues. I think some people have had some problems with. But this one, no such problems. I got the exclusive, which I'm going to use the regular head with the exclusive hand. The squinty eye looks good. It's back in the box, so you're not going to see that in this review. You're not going to see the box. You'll probably never see a box in one of my reviews. I don't ever even take the box out of the brown box. I open it up, and I open up the box and take the styrofoam right out of there. Boxes don't bother me. I don't know what number it is. I don't really care about the numbers unless I'm selling a piece, and then I post the number because some people seem to care about that stuff. Me, I don't. So anyway, again, going on to the statue. So Spidey looks great. It's very dynamic, as everyone knows. It's a great dynamic pose. The base is really well done. I love the metal beam here that he's on. This looks great. Now, something to be aware of, those that have this piece. I've seen some people have this reversed and pointing in. Not as dynamic looking then. So you want to have it pointing out. It just gives it that feeling of weight and gravity flow and everything else because the piece is starting to fall. So this, of course, would start swaying out this way as this is getting blown up and falling down. The explosions. Yeah, well, that's if I'm going to complain about something, that's what I'm going to complain about. It's nice. I like the pumpkins. The pumpkins are cool. The Green Goblin throwing his little pumpkin bombs. That's awesome. But it does, have that, kind of goofy marshmallowy bread look. But having said that, I love the way the red paint or orange paint is done on the beam again. And I like that the beam actually looks like it's getting blown up and starting to fall. They do that well. So it's good. I ain't going to really complain it or fault it for the explosion too much. I mean, Sideshow took a chance with it. And overall, if it was a choice between no explosion and a regular beam just standing straight up and Spidey swinging on that, or an explosion and the beam falling, a very dynamic looking thing. And if I was getting Green Goblin, I would definitely want the explosion. I'd go either way. The bases. It's just part of the base. I'm focusing on Spidey. So, and I have no complaints. Spidey looks great. Out of the box, my hype was a little up, so I look at it and it's like, it looks like the videos. It's a great piece. No complaints. However, if I was to compare this to the Comiket, like a lot of people probably will, I would say the Comiket wins. The Comiket, that's a base. That Comiket is just fantastic. I used to own the Comiket. I sold it back when I wasn't working. I used to have to sell pieces all the time to get new pieces. I used to be a stay-at-home dad, so I did not wasn't always able to keep everything. So sometimes some pieces had to be expendable. Spider-Man Comic Cat was, unfortunately. I wish I held on to it because it ended up going up even more in value. But little things drove me nuts. My obsessive compulsiveness, the lines drove me nuts. Anyway, going back onto the statue. So I would say the Comic Cat wins, but let's look at this. I'm just going to turn it a little bit so we can see it from the side. If I was to complain about anything about the Spidey statue itself, it's that you can tell that it's got a switchable, removable head, and you can kind of tell the line, but I guess you could, convince yourself that's part of the suit, and that it's a part of the line or the webbing on the suit. Or, Spidey wears a mask, you can take off, and you could always look at it that way also. But, again, look how it's just sleek. This is as close to Sideshow hitting their proto as I've ever seen, that I've ever owned myself personally. Well, not counting the original Grail Hulk. That was basically perfect out of the box also. That looked just like the pictures. If anything, that looked better than the pictures. I don't own him anymore either. I had to sell him back when my TV broke and I needed a new TV. I still regret that. Anyway, so again, on to the back of Spidey. It's fantastic, man. I mean, maybe I'll start, maybe I'll display it like that for a month. I won't, but it looks so great. It is awesome. It is a great piece. Anybody who's got this ordered, as long as everything comes intact, no breaking, no anything like that, you guys are going to be happy. I cannot see why anybody would be disappointed with this piece. The musculature is just fantastic. The paint apps are fantastic. There's just nothing wrong with the lines. I mean, somebody's going to find something. So you go, oh, there's a line on a plate or something like that. I'm not seeing it right off the bat. I'm sure I'll see one out of line at some point, a little paint mess up here or there. Maybe I won't, because this guy's going up on a shelf and he probably won't move a whole lot after that. But it's pretty amazing. The Amazing Spider-Man. So you won't hear that joke anymore after this one, right? So again, great looking piece. If I was going to give it a rating out of 10, 9.5 or 9 out of 10, I guess. And the only reason, the base. I guess the explosion could look a little better, so I'll take a point off of that. In the next scene, maybe. But it's really, really amazing. Now, I'm going to do a review on this bad boy at some point to one of my Hulks that I decided to have him with. Spidey and Hulk go together like peanut butter and jelly. They just look great together. The blue and the red with the green, they just, my camera's probably not picking this up, but here in person, they look cool. So if you got a Hulk, and it doesn't necessarily have to be this Hulk, I'm sure. If you got original Grail Hulk, that's going to look fantastic with this. If you have the Maquette, that's going to look good with it. You got the only one that might not look as good. King Hulk's going to look good with this. King Hulk and his dark green. The only one that's not going to probably look good with this is the Comic Cat, because the Comic Cat is not 1/4 scale, so Spidey might end up looking a little big, and the Comic Cat isn't painted that greatly. The color scheme they tended to choose from. So again, cannot complain. Looks good with a Hulk. I'm sure he's going to look good next to anybody I put him next to. Actually, he made my Hulk piece look better. I'm going to post some reviews on this piece. I love how Hulk looks now next to Spider-Man. Spider-Man, just that blue and red and green, man, it just takes me back to my childhood and reading the comics. And so those few comics I had are Spidey and the Hulk went at it, and Spidey was just too quick for Hulk to grab. And it's a great... Guys, you're going to be happy. So anyway, look for other reviews in the future. I'll be doing more. You're going to see a lot of Jaws reviews, of course, on mine, little Jaws pieces I got. And my rest of my collection. And like I said, I'm going to try to usually wait about a week to do my reviews, but after I get a piece. But this one, I can guarantee I'm going to love this more in a week. I can guarantee it. Just like the Boba Fett. I just got the Boba Fett. I'm going to do a review on that. I pulled him out of the box. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then a week later, I'm like, This is awesome. This thing is really, really awesome. So I know Spidey's going to do that. Matter of fact, right now I like him more than I did 10 minutes ago. And that's about when I started this review. So, all right, guys. See you on the forums. See you, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.